Alright, first thing to using HitmanPro is finding it and installing it. So you're going to go to your browser, whether it's Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer. Those are the three most popular. You may have another one, there are others. Then you're going to enter in HitmanPro antivirus into your search engine, whether it's Bing, Google, Yahoo, and you're going to look for a result that comes up that says HitmanPro 3-second opinion malware scanner, Surfright. You notice right here in Google it shows you the site where this link is going to lead you, and that's the official site. It's surfright.nl/en/HitmanPro. So that's how you know you're going to the official HitmanPro site or Surfright site. So you go ahead and click that link, and it brings you to the Surfright site. Now you have two options for downloading the software. One is a 32-bit version, the other one is a 64-bit version. Now technically the 32-bit version should still run on a 64-bit system, but if you do have a 64-bit system, you're going to want to use that version because it'll operate faster and more effectively for you. To find your system type, locate the computer icon on your desktop. Then you're going to right click and you're going to go down to properties. You're going to left click that, and it should bring up the window that has your system information. You'll see that my Windows edition is Windows 7 Professional, and then to see the type of system that you have, whether it's 32 or 64, you come down to system type, and right here is 64-bit operating system. Yours may say 32-bit, depending on what you have. So there is an alternative way to get to your system properties to find out what bit type you have for your system. And you just come right here to computer, right click on it just like you did with the computer icon on your desktop. Click properties, and it's going to bring up the same window and give you the same information. Now when you go ahead and click the download link on the Surfright site, if you're in Chrome, you're going to see a little box in the lower left hand corner, and it's going to give you a progress and percentage of how much of that file has been downloaded. So you just wait until it's actually static and it says the name of the file, which if it's a 64 version it'll say HitmanPro_64, and then you can go ahead and select open on that, and when you do, it should start the installation file. Now in Firefox, it's a little different. You've got to go up to the arrow, and the arrow may look like a little line if it's still downloading, a little green line. Then you're going to just left click on that button. It's going to give you a drop down that shows you the files that you've downloaded and that are downloading. If it's still downloading, you'll see a green progress bar right in here. And you just wait patiently until it's done downloading. And then you just double click on that file. It'll start up and start the installation process. And if you want to actually go to where the file's at, you right click on the file and you select open containing folder. And that'll actually land you right on the file in your download folder, and then you'd have to double click on it and start it. So here we are at the installation program. It's going to come up, it should be a green window for this current version, version 3. So what you're going to do is just come down and select the next button. And you'll have two options for installing HitmanPro 3. One is to install it as a program that runs on your computer. The other one is to just perform a one-time scan, and that's what I recommend you do right now until you're sure that you want to purchase this program. You get 30 days of service, so it should get you through the immediate crisis that you're having with the viruses and malware on your computer. So go ahead and select next, and it'll start scanning. And you'll notice right here it says files 452, but that'll actually be ongoing as it's scanning all the files. It'll just keep increasing that number until it's done. And sometimes, depending on how bad off your computer is, the progress bar may not function properly. But don't even worry about that. It's still working as long as you see those files moving. And then once it's done, or even before it's done, it may turn red, and that means that it's discovered some threats on your computer, and then it'll list them and give you options whether or not to delete them, ignore them, or to quarantine them. And I recommend to just delete them unless you know that that file is necessary for the system, and you can choose ignore, but don't do that unless you really know what you're doing. So once it's done, it'll stop, and you'll see next button appear, and so you'll click the next button. Now for me, what's happening here is it's asking for an activation. So if you pass your 30 days, like I am by about 2 years, you're going to have to purchase the software if you want to use it again. So if you go to I do not have a product key and you click that, it'll give you the options to purchase the software. And then you come back here, you enter in your product key that they give you, and you select activate. And then you'll have a fully functional paid for version of the software. Alright folks, that's all it takes to download and install HitmanPro. It's a very effective piece of software. It picks up things that other antiviruses and malware programs don't. And it is really a second opinion piece of software. That's a good one. So this is for use with the guide that I've created, Rick's Computer Virus and Malware Removal Guide. So hey, hope you get rid of those nasty viruses and malware, and get surfing to you.